Mini episode 1420 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You'll want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Welcome to mini episode 1420 of the FDH Lounge. This is FDH managing partner Rick Morris here with our preview of Yellowstone episode 4.7. Here's our top 5 notes heading into this episode. Number 5. Beth had quite the hilarious Freudian reaction to Summer. Wasn't the Dutton daughter the one inappropriately telling her father that he needed a nut not too long ago? Evidently, that's a direction that works better in theory than in practice for her. On a show that relies on humor to balance out a lot of the darker material, it seems that we can rely on these sassy blondes getting in each other's faces for quite some time to come. Number 4. Has Carter reached a turning point? The way that John managed the chaos on the ranch led the youngster to declare that he finally has a role model. The young man could actually become a strong part of the Yellowstone future if he commits to this realization. Number 3. Casey buys a new home, confirming his departure from Yellowstone. Undoubtedly, John will be trying to get them to come by and stay for a while every chance that he gets, but the long back and forth between Casey's father and wife has been won by the latter. Number 2. What is this bunkhouse gaga building towards? On a show largely built around the Duttons having to deal with external enemies, at least the Civil War in the bunkhouse this season is something different. Walker and Lloyd appear to have surrendered to the inevitability of the feud being over, but that's different than an actual attitude change. The old guy in particular has felt aggrieved and alone this season, and it might be the saddest moment in the history of the show if he eventually gets taken to the train station. Number 1. Jamie makes a fateful choice. Despite his hatred of Beth and his resentment of John for siding with Beth in their feud, the AG admirably was going to hold his birth father accountable for the attack on the Duttons until Garrett talks him down and wins him over. A subsequent confrontation with Beth seemed to solidify him on his new path. Jamie wasn't part of the last attack, but he may very well be part of the next one. Thank you for joining us for this mini episode of the FDH Lounge.